Welcome to the KingCast, the live podcast where we cover the latest Bethesda news. If you love Fallout, The Elder Scrolls, and Starfield and want to be up to date on all the latest news and rumors, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss anything. Now here is your host. Welcome back to the King's Corner, the place for all things Bethesda.
He is the KingFanMan.
And she is my Mississippi Queen, and this is the KingCast, the live podcast where we cover the latest Bethesda news. And I've got some very cool guests today. One of them's still trying to get in here. Hopefully he'll get in here in a minute.
He's ghostly.
He went away. But we've got, up in the top, we've got Chipmunk. Chip, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us what you do, a little bit about yourself, and where they can find you.
Hi. Well, first off, thank you both for having us. I am Chipmunk, and I'm the executive director for the Wasteland Jamboree and the Mojave Mayhem events. And in addition, I have two YouTube shows that are finished now, but certainly binge watch them. One is a travel show called Road Chippin', where I go to real world locations. The first season's all New Vegas, the second season's all West Virginia. 24 episodes per season. You get the history, you get how it correlates to the game, and you get to see the sights. The other one is a sitcom. It's a machinima sitcom we shot, and 3 seasons of that. It's a lot of fun. So in addition to those, we're about to launch a podcast. It's a prequel to the sitcom. And of course, most of my life is now committed to the Wasteland Jamboree and the Mojave Mayhem events, which are absolutely wonderful. And again, thanks for having us. We're anxious to share that with you guys.
Absolutely. It's great having you. And also the link to his YouTube channel is down in the description below. So y'all go subscribe to him. He has some wonderful stuff. In fact, I think I'm going to show a video of his here in just a little bit. Down below me is Maul Tater. It's good to have you. I've talked to you online before, but this is the first time I've met you. Go ahead and tell everybody about yourself and where they can find you as well.
Hi, I'm Maul Tater, over on Twitch mostly. Got a little bit of other things going. Partnered over there and blab a lot about everything and playing some Fallout 76. I enjoy it. Great community. I tell you, the Fallout people are amazing. So thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. It's good to have you. And I don't know where Old Man Liver went. I can't get him back.
You scared him off. You scared him off.
I scared him off. Anyway, he is the owner of the Pioneer Saloon.
Maybe it was his ghost that was actually here.
Maybe it was.
It could be.
That's it. That's it. We knew it. We knew it.
He's the owner of the Pioneer Saloon out in Good Springs, and really wanted to talk to him. I'm going to try to get him back here in just a minute. But we're going to talk to y'all today about the Fallout fan celebration in West Virginia, and it's called I think he's coming, the Wasteland Jamboree. There he is.
I thought y'all were kicking me off proactively.
We were just talking about you. Will you please introduce yourself, Old Man Liver, and tell everybody where they can find you?
Yep, I am Old Man Liver at oldmanliver.com, and I'm the founder of this fan event.
Yay!
Amazing. And you also own the Pioneer Saloon in Las Vegas, or?
Yes.
Good Springs?
Yeah, so that's right, in Good Springs, just about 30 minutes outside of Las Vegas. So it's the oldest bar in all the Las Vegas area. So we were founded in 1913. So a lot of history, and part of our more recent history is being included in the video game Fallout New Vegas.
Well, nobody on my podcast knows anything about Good Springs, so I'm joking.
Oh, awesome!
I'm joking,
cool,
obviously.
Yeah, and the town. It's funny how accurate the game gets it, and it's pretty laid out the way that you play in the game. And there's still, people call it a ghost town, but there's still 200 residents that live there, including myself. So.
Awesome. That's so awesome. Well, it's going to be great talking to you guys today. The main subject is going to be about the Wasteland Jamboree that's about to happen in West Virginia. It is May the 2nd and the 3rd this year. So they really wanted to come on here, and I wanted them to come on here as well and promote this because this is going to be a really big thing. Me and the Queen are going. I can't wait.
We're going to
Yay.
like West Virginia.
We've even already got our car rented and everything.
I think that's the only thing I've paid
Awesome.
for so far, though. So I guess I should get on it.
I think you better.
I do have the hotel in West Virginia reserved,
Uh-huh.
but I don't have anything out your way reserved because, I was like, we can't do this. And then I was like, shucks. What the heck?
Let's go
for
ahead.
it.
Let's go ahead.
Maybe staying in a sleeping bag somewhere.
Real quick, I want to thank my members and my Patreons. Y'all keep the lights on around here, and y'all are great. All y'all remember the super chats as well. If y'all have any questions for any of these people, please put them in the chat. My wife is going to be watching the chat, so if there's any good questions
Or bad.
she'll be watching.
What am I, doorbell?
And of course, Walter is here if you give us a super chat, so that'd be great. But the Wasteland Jamboree, who wants to start? Chip, you want to start? Tell me a little bit about the Wasteland Jamboree. It's in Flatwoods and Sutton, West Virginia. Is that right?
Yeah, it is. It will take place mainly at the Days Inn Convention Center, which is right on the hill between Sutton and Flatwoods. Technically, it's in Flatwoods. And
how far is
right
it between?
behind-
How far is it between those two towns?
It's not far. It's literally 4 miles,
Awesome.
right down this little side road that follows 79. And it's similar to the game. Just go over the hill and you're
There it is.
from one to the other, without super mutants or killer robots chasing you. But it's a very easy drive. Now, which brings up one of the things is that the community, when we announced we were coming out, we obviously had to, start working with their OES and their different organizations out there, both in the county and the state, and they have been amazing. I mean, my mind's gonna go everywhere with this, but one of the things initially we discovered right away was that a lot of the business owners who know the game were super excited it was coming to their area. And they started making bottle caps and doing the scavenger hunt thing they're going to do, where you can go from business to business and collect a bottle cap that they've made specifically for them. And they just the level of support and cooperation has been just beyond our expectations, and they are so into it, and it's a big deal, and it's wonderful in that respect, because we do these events. Our main goal is to engage the community and bring a big event that they can enjoy and share and celebrates the game and their characters and their lore and all of that in a really fun and organic, fan-driven way. And that's what we've always done. And the fact that it just grows because of that is absolutely wonderful to see. Now, the genesis of this was at our planning cycle, which always starts in January from Mojave Mayhem. Last year, well, it was January 2025, when we were planning for that year, we said, there's a lot of East Coasters that we get a lot of information. They say we'd love to come out, but it's a big trip and it's a big expense. So Stephen suggested, well, is there any way we could do something on the East Coast? And as soon as that came up, my mind immediately went to, well, we could do DC for Fallout 3, or we could do Boston for Fallout 4, but it's tough enough in Clark County. What would really work best? And then when I started to think about it, I had already been, 2 years into doing the travel show at that point. And doing the travel show, everywhere I went in West Virginia, from Charleston to Morgantown to Grafton to, deep into Appalachia, the Cranberry Glades, anywhere I went, I just kept encountering people that are so kind and so sincere, and just it blew me away, because I'm from Ohio originally, but I've lived in LA most of my life, and you get used to the cultures, and to go back to that and to really just so much kindness and goodwill. And they are so inviting and so hospitable. I mean, I would spend hours just talking to people on their porches and going around. And I've made such a network of friends and family, for that matter.
And it sounds like
And
they've really taken to the Fallout community as well there in West Virginia, have they not?
they have. It took a little bit to get there, but once they saw the potential, and a perfect example of that is Helvetia, who we were partnered with on this actually. They Fosnacht prior to 76, if a good year, they'd get 10 people coming to the parade, and most of them were residents. 10 to 12, that was a good year. But that's all they needed. That was Fosnacht for them, and that was special. So it grew a little bit. When 76 hit, that year, they got close to 1,000, and it's terrified them because they didn't. If you've ever been to Helvetia, there's no parking, there's no infrastructure, there's none of that, and Ma knows this.
I got both of my lanterns. I got them right here.
Yes.
That's awesome.
But what happened, to their absolute surprise, and this doesn't surprise me at all, but they thought their town's going to be destroyed. There's 1,000 people, and how do we accommodate this and whatever? The community did what they always do. They were kind, friendly, helpful. They cleaned up afterwards. Clara, who runs the restoration organization out there, basically runs the town. She was so enamored by it, and they all of a sudden realized there's all this potential. And it's not just Helvetia, it's Grafton is reaching out now. And we're working with the State Board of Tourism on this event, but they were very excited because they were blown away that we picked Sutton and Flatwoods. It's a very rural area, but we're bringing so much to them. And in fact, and Stephen will talk to this as well, but based on our projections, we hit our numbers, we'll be bringing 1.2 million in revenue through hotel stays. We've booked out the whole area of hotels, hotel, lodging, food, all of that. It's a huge boost to the economy.
That's awesome.
And in addition to that, with Fallout for Hope in Good Springs, we partnered with them several years ago, and Ken is instrumental in our team. I mean, he's our sales and marketing guy, and we formed a tremendous team through him, and it's wonderful. But they one of the charities we do with Fallout for Hope, of course, was St. Jude for through the Good Springs event. When we decided to do it in West Virginia, Ken and I were talking about, what could we, what charity will we look at here? And he picked the Mountaineer Food Bank, which is wonderful because West Virginia's had it hard, recently, and, the food bank is a great thing we can, participate with and support, in addition to the Braxton County Fire Departments and the school system there. So we don't just do, a big fan event for the sake of doing that. We also bring back to the community,
That's awesome.
Not just the Fallout community, but the larger community.
That's awesome. Hey, Stephen, can you just give us kind of an overview of what the festival's going to be, what's going to be there, just kind of and then we'll break down some of those and get nitty gritty with it, but give us an overview of what the celebration's going to be.
Yeah. So it's taking place in both towns, Flatwoods and Sutton. And like Chip said, Sutton is just right around the corner, so it's easy to jump between the two. But the main event primarily will be in Flatwoods at the Days Inn there. And there's a KOA campground right next to it. So it'll be half inside and half outside. So we can have, we've got the space to do panels and have different activities and events, and the inside space where weather isn't as much of an issue. And then we also have the outside space that's just killer, and it's beautiful, and it's campgrounds, and we'll have a vendor village out there. We've got a huge amphitheater that we're using where we've got live entertainment lined up for 2 days straight, literally from like 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. So even if you're walking around and checking stuff out or participating in stuff, if you want to take a break, you can just go to the amphitheater, grab a bite, watch some music, so it's amazing. So it's going to encompass both vibes, and then we'll have some activities going on in Sutton. And then even when people park at this area called Holly Gray, we want the vibe to start as soon as you park. So we're doing a whole carnival setup right when you get out of your car, that if someone wants to, I think we're charging like $10 for 2 days of unlimited rides if you just want to do all those scrambler type things.
No.
And then, of course, state fair food, like,
Who's gonna wait?
Funnel
Who
cakes.
Funnel
is
cakes.
riding Scrambler with me?
Not me.
I'll,
Doing it.
There you
I'm
go.
willing to
not
do
gonna
it.
pay.
Just,
I've got
All right,
you.
there, we
if
got
you can
it.
catch me puking and get it on video and have it go viral, then it'll be worth it.
You
But,
just go do you. I'm gonna go hang with her.
That's right. You and her, we got it.
Yeah.
We'll say hey
Yeah.
to you in the
and
process.
and the state fair food will provide you something to throw up.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
we'll have the
I
typical
can't have-
funnel cakes,
Funnel cake.
Can't have
Hot
gluten.
dogs.
It's gonna be so
Yeah.
depressing.
I'll eat a funnel cake for you, baby.
I know.
fried butter, that kind of stuff.
Fried
Healthy
butter,
state
so
fair
I'm just
food.
gonna
So,
inhale
Yeah,
the
so
smell.
all the basic food groups will be
Yeah.
covered. We'll have Old Man Liver whiskey and fried butter. So you'll
But
be
that,
fine.
well, maybe I don't know. Does that have gluten in it?
There's also going to be
Sure.
tours to places like the Greenbrier, to Helvetia.
Right, we've got extra excursions that people can pay for.
Yeah.
And so, Chip, you want to mention the 3 different options
Sure.
we have for people?
So sadly, the Greenbrier is already sold out. That we knew that would be popular. We
Yeah.
didn't expect it to sell out as fast as it did, but it did.
You didn't got
So,
it. You didn't get it for us, did you? Ah.
but next time. But we
we'll
are
have to
also
go
going
back.
to.
Yeah,
Yes.
just going to have to come back next year.
Darn it!
We're going to Helvetia and also the Trans-Allegheny Asylum. So all of those, well, Greenbrier and Trans-Allegheny have tours as it is, and they'll be able to go on those. So for instance, the Greenbrier, one group is doing the bunker tour because the bunker's a real thing. The other group will be able to tour the grounds and the hotel itself and get a very, very immersive experience. I mean, of all the locations in the game, the Greenbrier is the White Spring. I mean, to the finest detail. And when you walk into it, you don't know that you're not in the game, with the exception of no robots. But the bunker, all of that. So you get the whole experience of the Greenbrier. Helvetia, you'll go there, and the guy that made the original masks, his name's David. He's going to be the tour guide, and he'll be able to go take people into most of the buildings that are in the game, which you can't do in Fosnock. So that's
I
a
got gala
wonderful experience.
tickets.
You got
Gala.
gala
What it
tickets
is?
for
We'll
the gala.
get to the
Yeah.
gala.
I got
Gala
that.
Yes, Ma's going to talk to the gala. There's a
Sorry.
lot.
That's all
The
it
gala
is.
is going to be our pinnacle event. So, and then with Helvetia, you can also, with the restaurant's going to open, so you'll get a taste of Helvetia as well. And it's, of course, the restaurant's one of the iconic buildings in the game. And then with Tala, the Trans-Allegheny, they're going to do the paranormal tour that they normally do in October. So that's going to be a lot of fun, especially for those that are into the paranormal experience. They'll get that at Trans-Allegheny. So those are the 3 excursions. This year, we usually change them up as we've done in Good Springs. So we'll see next year. We don't really have a plan for which ones we'll do next year, but the whole goal is always to hit as many key locations as we can.
For 2 days, it sounds like y'all have got this stack full. I mean, there's cosplay contests, film festivals, all kinds of things. I want to talk about some of the famous people that's going to be there. There's going to be a lot of Fallout people there.
The Mississippi Queen is going to be there.
Is she really?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Should we sign in autographs?
Absolutely.
Do any? Who wants to talk about some of the famous people that are coming?
I'm not famous.
Yes, honey.
Yes, of
you're
course she
you're famous
is.
in my book every day.
Okay, baby. Okay.
Did I answer that right, y'all?
Yes. Very
See,
good.
Queen's coming, so that's already
Yes,
one of the.
absolutely. Add her to the list. We've got Wes Johnson. There's a voice actor, somebody from the Fallout TV show. So
Yeah, Leary. He's one of the on the TV show. We've got just a great lineup of people, and it's from voiceover actors, people from the show, and then like you said, the cosplay contest is one of the key activities. So we're actually dividing that between both days. So we'll have one on the start of it on Saturday, and then the finale on Sunday.
Okay, so what's the difference between the cosplay contest and the Radiation Fashion Show?
Chip, you want to cover that?
Well, do I know what the Radiation Fashion Show is?
Well,
Things
on
just
the
fly out.
website,
So-
it was basically a cosplay thing, and you go on stage and show off what you got. Did I
It
say
is,
that?
and I
Was that
believe
family
it-
friendly?
That
I think it's
not family
You should-
friendly.
that's one hot ghoul. I think that the cosplay contest is one of the main events in Good Springs, and it's what you have to understand about these events is you get in Good Springs last year we had close to 8,000. 95% are in cosplay, right? So you've got people in full suits of working power armor and a variety of, I mean, from the Slocum Joe Sprinkles Power XO1 to T45 to whatever, and they look like they're studio quality. You can't believe the detail these people go to, and then they do amazing things. I mean, they're you'll pass a rad roach or somebody doing Fisto for one, and a number of things. They are amazing, the costumes they put together. So we had to literally last year we made the decision we've got to break this up so it's fair to different groups. So we do like a kids one, we do people that are on the studio production level of quality so that it's fair to all the contestants. So we have different parts of the cosplay, and Thermo has done an amazing job of putting that together. So that's one thing. The other one, I believe, is part of the gala, is part of what's going on. But don't hold me to that. It's something I haven't been involved with directly, so I don't know that much about it yet.
Yeah, we have a giant team of mega fan volunteers, and everyone takes a piece of what their expertise is, which is amazing. And it's on the East Coast, it's like 20 people or so. West Coast, another 20 to 30 people involved. And every people take different activities depending on their experience and their passion. And so people take different panels. Some will be judging the cosplay. Some will be doing trivia or Fallout Family Feud, that kind of thing. So everyone,
Wow.
we oversee everything, but we've got managers in each category that handle what they're good at. So,
Awesome.
but it's, and part of it, and just so people know, you don't have to dress up to come.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of people get into it and they get into the cosplay thing and they wear their costumes, but you don't have to. You don't even have to
Said
be.
I did not have to.
No, I said you have to. It's required from me.
Even if you've never played the video game or seen the TV show, it is an event. It's a spectacle.
Yeah.
Like, it's fascinating. It's great people watching, great people in general, because everyone's super cool and fun and nice. And I have lifelong friends myself, including Maltater and Chipmunk, that I didn't know before these events started.
That's one of the main things. I'm going to meet people. That's one of the main reasons I'm going.
That's honestly one of the best things. And the thing is, if you want to dress in like 50s look, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing like the pre-war 50s look. It's so fun. So get yourself something cute to wear if you want to.
And
Elvis.
King, that's what I want to go back to about the celebrities real quick, because I mean, we've got Wes Johnson, Peter Jessup, Jason Marsden. There's a number of the big name voice actors, in addition to people from the show. Every one of them we got to know last year. I mean, I've known Jason for years, but I never met Peter until last year, and I never met Leary till last year. They are the most sincere people, and they will go out into the crowd. They love the fans. And that experience, when you go, you will meet, this podcaster or this creator or whatever. Everybody's open and they share caps, and it's the community. Yeah. But then put the layer of, entertainers in there, they blend right into it, and they become part of it. So that is I can't talk enough about how great the experience is, because yeah, you will meet Jason Marsden or Peter Jessup or whoever and spend time talking to them. You may run in, Jason may be buying you churros out of the blue, which I personally experienced last year. But it's like, that's just how it is. And it is so much fun. And I can't thank them all enough for what they do, because they really became part of the community in a big way.
That's awesome. I should have said the website, by the way, is the pinned comment in the chat. So y'all be sure and go check out the website before the podcast is not right this minute. Wait until, toward the end of the podcast, but you can go. Maul, would you tell us some about the gala, since you're here to talk about the gala? Tell us all about it.
I'm the VIP gal. So I'll be schmoozing and I'll be enjoying time with them folks. But also at the gala, some folks are going real high end. Man, they're getting doodadded up. Other folks will just, wear something a little bit nicer, but there's no rules on it. You can join in. And the VIP folks, hold on, let me say something. I'm going to make sure I don't miss nothing. Our VIP folks will have access to a VIP lounge. And I know it's sold out for West Virginia. And then they're going to have a guaranteed commemorative event shirt, exclusive pricing for the gala, and priority lines where it's applicable, and discounts with certain vendors. So it's going to be a blast. It is in the gala. You don't have to be VIP, correct? They don't have to be VIP to go to the gala, right?
Right.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
And
there are still gala tickets. So
yeah.
Good.
And the gala it's designed, it's around the concept of Reclamation Day, and so all factions are represented, but it's a gala. It's going to be this high-end looking thing where we've got a jazz band that's going to be playing, there's a dance floor, jazz band, and so on. We're working on, do we have them yet, Stephen? Can I say it?
We're finalizing some details on that.
Yes, so all right. Well, I'll hold off on that.
But yeah, we'll have entertainment. We'll have live entertainment in the gala that's even different than that's what's going on simultaneously in the amphitheater. So, and it's just depends on the people that want to participate in that. So, in that vibe, and it's going to be the decorations we're talking about are mind-boggling. So it'll be its own experience within the bigger experience of the 2-day event.
And a tremendous menu that Stephanie's put together, that the food is authentic, a lot of Fallout food, but wonderful stuff. So it's going to be, the gala is going to be so much fun. And I really personally think it's going to be the highlight of the weekend.
Awesome. Well, I'm already excited. I'm ready to go right now. Can we just hurry it up? Can we? I don't want to wait until May the 2nd.
We're only like 5 or 6 weeks away, and I just want to emphasize to people to get their tickets by April 1st, because that's our deadline we set. Where you can, like I said, the whole weekend's only $60, or if you can only do a Saturday or Sunday, it's $30 a piece. And then, and by April 1st, the good thing is we have enough time to mail you your credentials, so you'll get your wristbands in the mail and such, and you don't have to stand in some long registration line like we've had in the past. So that's our way of solving that.
And Kenneth gave me a code, and Queen's putting it in right now, that you can use this for get 10% off. So he wanted me to do this. Are you going to do it right? Do it right.
I don't know. If it doesn't work, y'all let me know. Dyslexia is strong some days.
Stephen, can you tell us a little bit about the other one that's out there where you're at? When is it?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah. So that's we call it Mojave Mayhem, and it's going to be in November. And the reason it's in November, there's people don't really know the background on this, but the very first event I chose National Video Game Day, which happens to be in July, and this is the Las Vegas area. So not very forward thinking on my part, but I wasn't sure anyone was going to show up, much less show up in elaborate costumes or anything. So thankfully, no one died from heat heat exhaustion or anything, because sure enough, like people show up in giant power armor, all this stuff. The very first year, we called it New Vegas Day was what we originally called it. And we had 1,000 people show up, and we were not expecting that. So literally, the day was so winged that I'm going up, I'm pulling cash out of my wallet for the cash prizes on the cosplay contest, and I find a guy dressed in power armor who's now a dear friend of mine, but I had never met before, and I was like, "You look like a geek that's been to a lot of these things. What categories do I need to do?" And he's like, "Okay, best in show, best." And so I'm like, "So best in show, $100." Like that's how spontaneous the whole day was, and people loved it. And that's when I realized I was like, "Oh, this is a great
There's
fan
something
base."
here,
They go with the flow.
Let me
go
jump
ahead,
in
Chip.
real quick
Yeah.
with a story there, and I'll make this quick, Steve. I don't want to cut you off, but the winner that year, and this to me is so representative about the vibe that we kept going this whole time, is that there were costumes that were mind blowing. Ben's was one of them at full X1. This kid, he was about 10 years old, gets up in a blue jumpsuit with some yellow tape on it to make a vault jumpsuit. And he's so timid, and he's just up there, and he gets up to the mic and he goes, "Gary."
Oh no.
And the crowd starts chanting Gary, right? Back and forth and back and forth. And it lit the crowd up. He ended up winning by popular
That's
vote.
awesome.
And it was the most heartwarming moment, I think, of all the events we've had yet. And that kid was so excited.
I bet.
And it was like, that's the spirit of the game, of the event.
Yeah.
So,
and the event, and we never want to lose that spirit. So there's always some spontaneity involved every year. Even if we plan all this stuff out, we try to have surprises and things like that. And we try to vary it. So, because now this will be the 5th year for some people attending, and we don't want the exact same event every year. But we eventually changed it from New Vegas Day to the Fallout Fan Celebration, because we wanted to let people know it's not specific to one game.
Right.
And we wanted everyone to feel welcome. But then about a year ago, we realized we were going to start, expanding and looking at the East Coast, and we wanted each event to have its own identity. So we started calling the West Coast one Mojave Mayhem, and now the West Virginia one is going to be called the Wasteland Jamboree. But yeah, so our goal is just to keep if you just got this community together, they'd have a blast, even if you didn't have anything lined up to do. From year one, they thanked me. They're like, "Thank you." Literally, I had people go, "Thanks for getting me out of my basement." And these are the people I can identify with, and I can relate. And if I'm going to have to be social, these are the people I want to be around. And I was like, that's great. But then, so just bringing everyone together is the main goal.
Yes.
But then you add all these extra fun stuff, and they can meet, some of their heroes, or we've had developers of the video games and stars from the show and all that stuff. So people, it gets that extra fun and excitement if you're, really looking to. And then we also, we wanted to visit other spots in the games in each case. And that's when we started doing the excursions, like out on the West Coast, we do, like Hoover Dam and the Old Mormon Fort and things like that, where, for the East Coast, as Chip mentioned, we've got Helvetia and Greenbrier and some of those places. So in each case, we want people, if they want to expand beyond just where our event is, they can go explore. And then every year they might want to do a different excursion when they come back. And so it's a whole experience that I think the coolest thing for me is when people go, that's the best time I've ever had in my life. And
That's awesome.
Thank you for doing it. Yeah. And you can tell you're giving people memories. And now we've had engagements, we've had weddings. It's people work their vacation around it and expect it. But we had to switch, obviously, from July to a cooler month. And
Good move.
The Pioneer Saloon, October, we know there's a couple big dates in October with the 19th and the 23rd, but a lot of people that are familiar with the Pioneer Saloon, it's also famous for paranormal stuff. So Halloween is a huge season for us. So we were worried that we might already be too busy in October, and that's where the November dates come around. Now that may adjust in the future, but it's worked out, fairly well. It's usually not too cold or too, and of course it never rains in November except for the last event where, it barely rains in Vegas to begin with, but then we had it didn't rain for months. And then we have the event in mid-November last year and it rained all 3 days. But once again, the Fallout community just goes with it and has fun. And it's like, hey, this is part of the Wasteland experience. This is awesome. And I'm like, oh, thank God you have that attitude, because good God,
I arranged it that way.
I did that on purpose. Yeah, I brought in I wanted to.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. I didn't mean to disrupt. I'd never seen the VIP tent so hopping compared to when it was flooded. We're all up in there. They put down pallets where you could walk. We made a bridge. Folks were hanging out. I was like, oh,
there were pallet bridges forming.
Oh my word!
Pallet bridge. I loved it. Great.
It was unbelievable. But everyone was such a trooper, and we had Wayne Newton came as well, and he was a trooper. He and his wife just drove themselves, and he was excited to be part of the event. But I'm sitting there walking him back and forth with an umbrella, trying to keep him dry for his panel. But even he went with the flow. So everybody just goes with the flow with whatever's thrown out there, and we've never not had a great time. It's always been different each year, but it's always been a blast. So
that's great.
Yeah, now we're hoping, if this is successful in West Virginia, we can hope to make that an annual thing, like the Mojave Mayhem is as well.
I bet you it's going to be successful. I absolutely know it will. I want to encourage y'all if y'all have any questions of any of our guests, please get them on there now. I know Queen's been watching the chat, but but
it says GPOG21, and they're like, who in the heck is GPOG21?
Okay, yeah, she's GPOG21 on this. But if y'all have any questions for any of our guests, please ask them now. If y'all have any questions about either of the upcoming events, the one that's in West Virginia is on May 2nd and 3rd, and then the one in Good Springs is November.
I should probably get airline tickets pretty quickly.
You should. Yes, you should. We're getting close.
Maybe I should.
Get there early.
We're getting close. One more question about last year's one out there in Las Vegas. How many? It looked crazy. How many people did y'all have? Did y'all ever get a number of how many you had?
Yeah, we had just under 8,000, and wow. we had to cap it because at the last 48 hours, everyone, like 2,000 more people bought tickets.
Wow.
So we had to line up, the bus lines were long, so we had to call in after the Friday night and just go get every bus, that extra bus that was available in Las Vegas. We ordered like 10 more buses. So that's why we kind of put the April 1st deadline, and we have another deadline for the November event, so that we know ahead of time how many people to expect and can line up the right amount of resources and security personnel and all that good stuff. Because usually people, if you're going somewhere, you might get, tickets in advance because you got to get airline tickets and all that stuff. But some people do decide to drive at the last minute and that kind of thing. And we were thrown off, and we had to cut the tickets off while people were still interested in coming out, so that kind of sucks. So this time we said, we're gonna.
I bet that hurt.
Yeah, and y'all realize we've just had 2 years of the TV show. Fallout 5's not even here yet. These are just going to get bigger and bigger.
Yeah,
I would think so, and it's done that each year. With the one out here, so it started out 1,000 people, then went to like 3,500, then to like 6,000 or so, and then we had to cap it. We would have probably had 9,000 or 10,000 if we didn't cap it. But we're going to do that each year. We're going to cap it because we don't want it to be a bad experience for people. We don't want lines. Some of this drone footage that's out there, we've got lines out the wazoo through the freaking desert. And even though the Fallout, community is amazing, and they'll just like break into song and sing country roads and meet the people in line and all that stuff, but I don't want people to be forced to have to do that.
Exactly.
So what's the cutoff this year? What's the number?
Yes, so we're going to cap it at 8,000 if we get to that point.
That's the comfortable number.
Yeah. So we'll we'll certainly have a few thousand in attendance, and it's tracking very positively that there's a good response, especially for the first year of even doing it. So so that we feel really good about it for it being our first year. And like Chip said, the community out there is so welcoming. It's a nice change for me because all the county officials are nice. We're, out here in Nevada, Clark County, which is the county that Las Vegas is located in, is just, to them, we're just another big event that they got to deal with and permit and license. And it's in between, SEMA and F1, and they got, and Good Springs it's a township. It's an unincorporated part of the county. So the town itself doesn't really benefit in the way that we're able to help the towns in West Virginia, and we can have a real impact, a real economic impact out there that makes a difference. And everyone seems to appreciate it. So it's really nice. Everyone's just been so welcoming, and we're meeting all the mayors of the areas, and everyone's just super supportive. So it's really fun for me from that aspect.
That's awesome.
Marcus says hopefully no Raider cannibals will show up. And
Can't guarantee.
We make no guarantees.
We can guarantee that.
And then Jeremy says,
Read the fine print.
Yeah, Jeremy says, just remember, King loves heights, so take him to the highest spots. No. King does not love heights. No, not at all.
There's no monorail elevators available. I'm sorry, darling.
Oh, gosh. Do not like
the mountains
heights.
aren't too high. The Rocky Mountains are a little higher. We'd have more places to throw you off a cliff on the West Coast. So
Let's just give them a little push.
Thank you.
Driving up to Helvetia,
Thank
you got a
honey.
couple steep cliffs there. You're
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
Just don't do the bridge walk.
That's
all I can
the
say.
bridge. Oh, the George, that one you don't look over, darling. Don't.
I there was a time when I was like 17, I might have done it, but that would have been about the only time. I can't believe those people do that.
No,
it's insane.
Me and heights do
If
not
a
get
tour requires you to put on a harness, like not for me.
Yes. Amen.
You're
Amen.
a sure sign.
Well,
Yeah.
I saw them going under the bridge. Oh, it's wild. They were just sitting there harnessed up, and I'm
gosh.
like, I don't know about that.
I've seen that. They've got the bridge day, for the big bridge there in West Virginia. I've wanted Bethesda to add that as an event in the game. I thought that would be
Wouldn't
great.
that be fun?
You can do
gosh.
it. You
That
can
would be
absolutely
so
do
cool.
it. They
I can
don't
do
have
it in the game, but
catwalk.
not in real life.
That's one of the, because I'm in the new responders 5.0, and one of the things they did one night was climbed up the arches on the bridge, and I thought, how can you possibly do that? And we did it, and I learned how to do it, and it's like it even made me sing the game.
Yeah.
I eventually, of course, did fall to my death, but it's like,
Little stim pack, you're fine.
yes.
Well,
So,
what have we missed on the West Virginia Wasteland Jamboree? Is there anything else we need to cover? Anything else?
they're just come and experience it. There will be game shows. There's 3 different game shows. We've got bounty hunting activities. We've got ambient. The new responders are doing a survivor story thing where you can record as your character a survivor story, and that's preserved, and we'll have it on the website. There's tons of things we didn't even mention that are there's ambient activities, there's scheduled activities, there's contests, all of it. So it is 2 days of pure wasteland experience.
Wow.
And the immersion zone, Gratch's immersion zone. They're doing part of by the vendor village. These different groups are coming together to do camps that are very immersive. So you've got like a raider flare. There's a cryptid zoo that one of the guys who does incredible costume work, Greg Popovich, he's going to come in and do a cryptid zoo. The immersion zone will be, you go in there and experience it on a different level. So lots of stuff going on.
Yeah, that's a good point, because we haven't done the immersion zones on this level in the past. So both fan events will have an immersive experience on a level that we've never done before. So the hardcore fans are going to freak out.
Wow. That's
Yes,
awesome.
so we arrive on the 29th.
Uh-huh. Oh, we get there early.
Yeah.
Yay.
We go.
Oh, we're gonna put you to work. Look
That's
out!
Yeah,
great.
don't get there too early.
That would be so
I was,
awesome.
I was going to say, they're still taking volunteers.
I
So
would love it because I'm
Yep.
a
And you'll be
people
volunteered
person.
on the spot. Trust me.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
I'm
it
there.
happens.
So we come on the 29th,
uh-huh.
and then we come home on the.
The 4th?
I don't know. I still have us in the hotel on the 4th, so maybe we
Oh,
fly.
boy,
on the
we could
5th.
stay a while.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Oh, cool. Well, we'll have time to hang out. That's
Yeah.
actually, that almost matches my schedule exactly. So that's pretty cool.
We wanted a little extra time to be able to look around and sightsee and, whatever we could.
and volunteer.
And volunteer, of course.
Well, I'm getting there Thursday, leaving Monday too.
Awesome.
So well, I'll get there a little bit. Yeah, I think you're coming in on Wednesday.
Yeah,
So
but
it's-
that'll be.
Well, are you guys going to be, if you're going to be doing any streaming or anything like that, we'll give you behind the scenes stuff if you want to
That'd be
see
awesome.
it as it's being put together
would
and
be great.
whatever.
That'd be
Yeah.
fantastic.
I will definitely be doing a lot of recording. Yes, absolutely.
And
Cool.
if anybody is a shyer, quieter gamer, you're still welcome, darling. You don't have to talk to nobody. You come in, take a gander, look at all this stuff, have a blast. It doesn't mean you got to be a big mouth like me. You come on. You come on. You will enjoy
just
yourself.
enjoy. Just
I'm
kind of float through the crowd.
Exactly.
Good
I've
point.
talked to
Saying.
some people.
What?
I've talked to some people on stream that are a little nervous about all the people. There'll always be a little area you can walk off to, sweetie. You look at all this stuff, find your little area, grab a soda, and sit over there.
Yeah,
It's like, I just
good
don't
point.
want.
Go
There's
be
a lot of
people
quieter
watcher.
gamers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there's
a lot of quieter
acres.
spy gamers. So
Good
Yeah.
point. Very good point,
Yeah.
Tater, because there's acres and acres of space.
Yes.
So
In both
it's
events.
easy. Yeah, both events.
Yes.
And
There's
allow me to
places
mention,
go.
and thank you so much for mentioning that because
Oh, you're welcome.
Carrie,
I said people say it in chat, so
Yeah.
that's
Thank you.
fine.
Carrie with the Power Armor Festival, we that's a whole nother story. But she's on our team. We kind of partnered with them to support their events, and then she's helping with ours from a management perspective as well, and brings a lot of knowledge. But one of the things she wanted to have was what do they call them? Decompression rooms where people
It's like
a
a
quiet
sensory
room where
room,
people
wasn't
can
it?
just
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, something I can't remember, but we have that. So there's definitely quiet places people can go to
If you're
if they need to.
overwhelmed, you
Yeah.
can go to that room and be quiet, or you can step away. There's in the other one, the one in Vegas, there's all desert all over the place, darling. You grab a drink, go stand over there. You got over with us.
You'll
You
just
got
feel like
Miles
you're
and
right at the
miles.
game.
you got grass. You just walk over that way. Say, leave me alone, people. So if you're a quieter friend, you come on, darling. You're still
And-
welcome. You ain't
and
got
if you're-
a big mouth.
If you're over 21 and you need to relax, you can always try Old Man Liver's Wasteland Whiskey. That can help you relax,
Put your
which
hand
we
down.
did just get in West Virginia, so you probably will be able to get it out there
Oh,
at the
awesome.
May
See?
event.
And
So
and that is your brand, right?
that's right. And this
Yep.
is actually made with wood from the Pioneer Saloon and spring water from Good Springs.
Neat.
So this is literally
Would love
drinking-
that.
I would.
This is drinking the experience of
I
Good
feel
Springs
like we
and so forth.
almost have to just.
I would like a bottle. I'm not
Try.
going to drink it, but I would just sit it right there.
You have to have it. I mean, over over
Okay, but-
18 or over 21,
Yeah.
Really, like, is there
Yeah.
wheat, barley, rye? Is that stuff in it? I know nothing about what. makes
Oh yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's how I survive the events. Trust me.
So those
Yeah.
things have
That's
gluten in
Chip
them.
and I in the
That's why I'm
corner. That's like.
asking.
Yeah, but you won't care.
Yeah, but I will care.
No, you
I will
won't
be
care.
like 3 times the size and crawling on the floor in pain.
But you won't
so
care.
I will care.
No, you won't care.
Maybe just a little bit.
So,
Maybe
That is
just
funny.
maybe I'll just try a smidge.
so how much are tickets again?
$30 per day or $60 for the whole weekend. And then, like I said, the buses are included in that, so there's no extra
It's
charge
cheaper
for getting
than
from the.
taking a family to the movies for 2 hours.
It sure is.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was
Cheaper than going to McDonald's.
right?
was-
It's cheaper than McDonald's.
that was our goal. We
Yeah.
never wanted it to get. We never want to get greedy, and we always want to make it affordable. And but we, with the understanding that we do have expenses we have to pay for.
Yes, it is
so
a
it-
real place. Somebody's
Yeah,
asking,
and it's-
is Good Springs a real place? Yes.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
It
yeah. And
really
when you
is.
when you get to a certain size event, you have to, by law, have certain things and certain permits and security and emergency personnel and busing, so you don't, totally inundate these small
Yes.
towns. And so that's, we just, our main goal every time is just covering our expenses.
And again,
And,
a lot of the money I know from the gala is going to the food bank, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
Mountaineer Food Bank. So we try to tie in every big event that we do at the Pioneer Saloon to some kind of charity. And then, as Chip mentioned, out here on the West Coast, we tied it into Fallout for Hope, which supports St. Jude's Children's Hospital Foundation. But also, we wanted to do something local in West Virginia, and then and same with the live entertainment. A lot of when you come out to the West Coast event, you'll have like Las Vegas and Los Angeles bands performing, where over there we'll get a lot of West Virginia and North Carolina and Virginia bands. And so that way you can support the local artists too. And some of them are phenomenal. I was mentioning a podcast the other day, I'm like, I think we've discovered a couple really talented people that when attendees see them, they're going to be blown away. So I'm in the music. I've got my hands in the music industry too. So that's
take
extra
your
fun for
guitar
me.
And speaking of entertainment, if on the website for any filmmakers out there that do Fallout fan films or post-apocalyptic fan films, Penny, she's a big streamer. She's running the Fallout Film Festival out there this year. So we're taking submissions now. You can send a link and you can win one of these.
And we have a real movie theater, a real theater in Sutton is going to be used. So it's going to be the
How
real
cool
experience.
Is that?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
And they need to get their tickets by when?
By April 1st. So time to jump off that fence and
Yes.
get and dive in.
Just do
And
it.
only the VIP experience and the Greenbrier excursion are sold out. Everything else is still available, but I'm encouraging people to do it right
I'm
now.
hoping it rains for the Greenbrier or something, so I need to hold an umbrella for somebody.
So they'll let you go. Y'all remember the website.
It is going to be sunny and warm
Yes,
the whole
always.
weekend. Trust me.
Chip's trying to use the force.
It never rains on a Fallout celebration, right?
Never.
Never.
And don't be intimidated if you can't find a hotel right close. Darling, it's beautiful drives.
Yeah.
So even if you find one a little ways out, it's such a pretty drive. It won't be that, it's like just the mountains and the area. Oh, yeah. Just look at something all different ways. I know there's links out there. I think Ken's been putting things out that have links on different ones. But you can find something, because even if you're like, I'm not in the city, you're fine. Just find something outside. You're good.
Because, people from people from the West Coast. Okay, so.
Never eat soggy what?
Never eat soggy Wheaties.
Oh,
Northeast,
baby.
Southwest.
She got her way.
It works. It works. But people from the Wheaties coast, which, aka the west side of the country, the landscape is so different from what we have on the East Coast and South. So, I mean, if you can't get a hotel right there and you are driving a little ways, come and enjoy it, because the landscape is so very different from what you would be accustomed to.
Now, remember, their website is the pinned comment on the chat. If you're watching this later, I will put it down in the description below. But go to their website. I know there's several hotels that are listed on there. They've got information about planes and airports and all kinds of things. So if you have any more questions, the website is full of information.
He has something to say.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you.
Who had something to say? Chip?
Chip.
Was it Chip?
Chip. It was
You have
Chip.
something?
Oh, no. Just real quick, I was going to piggyback off what you said, Queen. Because what blew me away, and I didn't expect it, because we can see the demographics of what's coming from where, initially, most people coming to the event, and it was like 17% were coming from California.
Yeah.
And the tourism board lit up when they heard that, because it's like we're going to get a lot of people coming in from other states and some from other countries that have never been to West Virginia and have they don't really understand West Virginia. When
So
they
very
get there,
different.
not only see it, but experience it, I think tourism will increase dramatically for them,
Yeah,
which
that's
is another
awesome.
thing we're really happy to support.
It is a
It is
beautiful
a
state.
beautiful area.
Beautiful.
We have
Yeah.
a question in the chat. So they want to know if, oh gosh, it disappeared. Can anyone submit from all over the world? So I think it was for the film festival little part thing.
Yes.
So can they submit it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, if it's a foreign language, I would suggest subtitling it. But yes, they can. Anyone can submit. And the rules or guidelines are in there. They're very. It doesn't even. It should be Fallout themed, but it can be post-apocalyptic. It's whatever. But most stuff we get is Fallout fan films.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Any other questions in the chat? Do y'all have anything? I don't want to let y'all go before y'all have said everything that y'all want to say. We didn't even talk about the film festival that's going to be at the Elk Theater there in Sutton. Anybody want to talk
there's
about?
almost so many things we can't even. It's like mind-boggling, and we'll be making more and more announcements over the next 5 or 6 weeks as well. So stuff, the planning and the activities it goes all the way up until the event starts that we're finalizing things. So we'll be making some more announcements and fun stuff. So if you check back to the website, we'll keep it updated.
Yes.
And keep an eye on that, because I'm looking now. We got a $10 pancake breakfast with the Flatwoods Volunteer Fire Department going on.
Yes.
Historic Bulltown's having something. Stonewall Resort is having something. They got a little bit of everything. It's like, so just keep an eye, because I know they will be updating everything.
Oh,
So,
yeah,
Ken
the
has
businesses.
been excellent about getting that stuff out there.
Y'all are
So
gonna have to
Yeah.
send
Ken's
me
amazing.
a like cue card of what I have to do, because I'm gonna need somebody to just lay it out for me. Y'all
There
are just
you
gonna
go.
have to give me a plan.
Set up an itinerary.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
But yeah, all the bars and local businesses are getting into this. So they'll have drink specials everywhere you go. And a lot of them are doing their own bottle caps so you can collect them. And
Wow.
we've talked about having like treasure hunt type things with whoever gets the most bottle caps from visiting the most local businesses will get a prize, and that kind of, we'll make it fun, and just especially for the people that want it to be really immersive and explore other, parts of the town and the surrounding towns. But yeah, and like Maltater was saying, just go to Expedia and you can look up any available hotels within a reasonable drive of Flatwoods or Sutton, and there's still plenty
And I mean,
out there.
we might share with y'all for an appropriate price.
There we
plane
go.
ticket. I mean, we might have a couch available. Just saying. So,
Yeah.
Just push you
I'm
in
just gonna
there.
climb in bed with King and Queen and just like, can you scoot over?
hey
And-
now,
We're
when I ordered
we
a
don't
queen
judge.
room, I didn't expect this.
We're not judging. We ain't judging.
No judging
yeah,
here.
come on.
no judging.
Y'all are from
Hey,
Arkansas, right?
That's true.
You're sleeping
We
that
are
way.
from
You're
Arkansas.
good.
We're from Arkansas, not Utah.
That was funny, baby.
Now I have one. Hey, you know what I thought about?
What?
So,
Family friendly, honey.
Family friendly.
okay, so
My
you know
bad,
what
I
thought
started
about?
it.
Like, I can eat sourdough bread because it ferments different and it does things. So, the whiskey might be okay.
Because it's fermented.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
See?
It pairs well with sourdough.
It's worth a
Whiskey and
shot.
funnel cakes. I'm just saying. That's all you need.
Before we get out of here, one more time, tell everybody who you are and where they can find you. Maul, let's start with you this time. We'll go backwards.
Maltater over on Twitch. Maltater, no space or anything, just Maltater, and I'm on 4 days a week, blabbing and playing a lot of Fallout 76.
There
so
you go.
I have fun. Playing on
Awesome.
PC if you want to join us.
Yes. And Steven, or Old Man Liver, as you're known.
Yeah. You can check out oldmanliver.com or butteredpopcornentertainment.com or pioneersaloonnv.com.
Awesome. And Chip.
The Chipmunk Show and Road Chipping on YouTube. Just search those. And up and coming is the Chip Shot podcast, which is a prequel to the sitcom. So enjoy, binge watch the shows. They're a lot of fun. And that's, and this.
And this.
So,
okay, last question from them. Will there be an iguana bit stand? I have no idea.
And
what
a
that
what?
means. I swear it says
iguana
stand.
bits, like in the game.
Oh,
Food.
yeah. We always have game-based food items on the menu at both events.
Wonderful. I'm sure it's not going to be what iguana bits really are in the game.
You never know. Like, we eat some weird shit out here in the Mojave.
You have to try them to find out.
yes.
Come try it. Well, thank y'all so much for being on the KingCast. We have enjoyed this. Just thank y'all so much.
Fantastic.
Oh,
It has
thank you,
been.
King and
Oh,
Queen.
thanks for having us.
So nice getting
We
to meet
appreciate you.
Yes.
It was nice meeting
Thank
y'all, and I
you.
can't
Yeah.
wait
to
to.
see you real life.
Yes, I can't
I
wait to
know.
see y'all in
For
person.
real, there might be one ghost
Woota.
among us, but you know.
Bye, y'all.
Woota. Bye, guys.
Okay, hold on. We ain't done. Move your phone.
Oh, hold. We're not
You're
done.
getting in the way
Don't
of
go
the
anywhere.
technical stuff here.
I'm trying.
I'm sorry. I could have done this a lot faster if my wife was not in the way. Okay, guys. We're going to end the show now with you guys. I will end the show with a video of the event itself, giving an overview, but I wanted to get any questions or comments y'all may have, whether it's about this or Bethesda news. Me and Queen just wanted to close out the show with ourselves and our wonderful community,
Aw.
because
Wasn't
y'all,
that show amazing, though? That was so much fun.
that was so much fun. I
And
thank
I
them
got
so
to
much
be
for
here
being on.
for it.
I know
Like,
it. Yeah.
I was invited finally.
Yes,
And
you
I'm
were.
never wearing these things again because Ma told me that I can just wear one of my earbuds and that's the same thing.
From Psycho, he said someday we'll get to go to Good Springs and Sutton Flatwoods and check out in person.
Come on, Psycho. You got time.
Absolutely, 100%.
We can do it. You can do it.
So sorry we didn't get to as many comments as I would like, but of course when we have that many people on, y'all know how it is. But I just wanted to thank y'all personally for all that you do for me and Queen. Thank you for supporting the KingCast. The KingCast has been doing great lately. So, well, yes,
Oh, nothing.
that's because your phone was in the way. It took me that long to get it there. You messed up my system.
Y'all are not surprised by that, are you? Not one iota.
Okay,
Because I am not here for gaming content, but have y'all noticed that I am learning a lot of gaming content? And
She is.
King had me put this
Fallout shirt on?
Fallout shirt on today, and I realized I think I like it, so I don't know that he's getting it back. And I think I need some a chip shirt and an old man liver shirt, and I don't know if Ma Tater has a shirt, but
We just need
just
one of
gonna-
all of them. That's
just gonna
right.
have to get them all. Just get them all. Y'all know we ain't mailing out shirts.
Let's see. Vor says, glad I was here to catch one of these, even though no Starfield stuff. Hey, I've got a lot of Starfield stuff to talk about, but we'll have to do it another. I'm so sorry I keep jerking on
He
that cord.
keeps,
I'm so
like,
sorry.
ripping it off.
Unexpected
like
outcome
a
says,
Band-Aid.
great stream. Thank y'all so much. Be sure and like the video before we get out of here. I'm going to
Like
end.
it, hype it, do all the things.
Please don't go away, because I'm going to end with actually the video from the event itself. So y'all watch this as we
From
go.
Vault Overseer.
We love you guys.
We do love y'all. Thank y'all for being here and for just making the show for us.
Yes.
We love you guys. Could not do it all these years without you, and I'm so amazed to still just to be watching it grow and grow and grow. It's fantastic.
It is
And it's
fantastic.
because of y'all.
Yep. We hope you have a great rest of your weekend. God bless you.
Go play some Pac-Man.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Good evening, citizens. We interrupt this regularly scheduled broadcast for a special report of monumental importance to the good people of Appalachia. Reports are coming in from Flatwoods, West Virginia, of an unprecedented gathering, a celebration of vault dwellers, raiders, pioneers, and wasteland wanderers alike. They're calling it the Wasteland Jamboree, and it's happening Saturday, May 2nd and Sunday, May 3rd at the Flatwoods Days Inn and Convention Center. Let's go now to our man in the streets for more details. Or should I say old man?
Hey, this is Old Man Liver coming to you from... And May 2nd and 3rd, we're having our first ever East Coast Fallout fan celebration. We're calling it the Wasteland Jamboree. It's going to be a blast. We hope you can join us out here. I'm already here getting shit ready, so it should be fun.
Oh, jeepers. And golly, what can we expect, Old Man Liver?
Well, Chip, as you can imagine, preparations have been underway for weeks to create the most exciting, awesome, post-apocalyptic fan celebration this side of the vault door. The convention center here at the Flatwoods Days Inn will be hosting celebrity signings, panels with special guests, contests and game shows, and scavenger hunts. And where you park your car at Holly Gray Park, you'll step right into the Wasteland Jamboree Carnival, where before you get shuttled over to the main event, you can play carnival games and chow down on food like funnel cakes and other state fair type food, any cornerstone of any healthy diet. And then just for $10 if you want, you can ride the rides we have there as many times as you want over 2 days. These are rides like the Sizzler and the Rockwaplane and more. So it's going to be awesome. Then at the KOA campground just next door, hold on to your Pip Boys, folks. We're going to be holding the massive costume contest at the amphitheater there, along with 2 days of live music. We're also going to have Wes Johnson's Voice of Palooza. There'll also be food trucks and vendors and all kinds of neat stuff there. Then in Sutton, film lovers will not want to miss the film festival there at the historic Sutton Theater. And for those feeling super adventurous, we've got 3 freaking awesome bus excursions headed to the legendary Greenbrier, the haunting Trans-Allegheny Asylum, and the charming town of Helvetia. It's going to be 2 full days of wasteland fun, fellowship, and fantastic memories. Back to you, Chip.
So there you have it, folks. Whether you're a vault dweller, a raider, a pioneer scout, or simply a fan of fine fellowship and post-apocalyptic pageantry, the Wasteland Jamboree promises something for everyone. So mark your calendars for May 2nd and May 3rd. Flatwoods awaits. Until then, stay safe, stay cheerful, and remember, war may never change, but weekends like this only come around once a year. Good night, and Chipmunk out.